Seoul, May 6, 2025. Famous actor and idol Cha Eun Woo is rumored to be returning to his hometown to take a break from his busy schedule in the entertainment world. This return was confirmed by his only younger brother, Dong-hwa, who revealed that his older brother had deliberately returned home to rest and attend an important family event held the next day. "I just came home to rest. Tomorrow there is a family event that he can't miss," Dong-hwa said without detailing the event. In addition, Dong-hwa also shared his feelings about the rare moment he got together with his sister. "We haven't been together for a long time. My brother is too busy," he said. This news was warmly welcomed by fans, who were happy to know that Eun Woo was able to spend some time with his family in the midst of his busy schedule. Although it is not known how long he will stay, many hope this break can be an opportunity for Eun Woo to recharge and enjoy the company of those closest to him. Although known for his professional and passionate image, Cha Eun Woo is also an ordinary human being who needs time to rest and get back to the roots of his life, his family. His return this time is a reminder that behind the camera and the magnificent stage, there are figures of children and older brothers who are missed by their families. Dong-hwa also said that although they rarely see each other because of his sister's busy life, their relationship is still close. "We still often exchange messages, but still it feels different if you can chat directly while eating together at home," he said in a warm tone. Fans flooded social media with messages of support, expressing hope that Eun Woo could enjoy some quiet time with his family. Many have also highlighted the importance of mental health and time off for public figures like himself. Until now, there has been no official information from the agency regarding Eun Woo's future activities. However, many believe that after this moment, the artist will return with renewed energy and is ready to greet his fans again in his next project. Cha Eun Woo's return also raises hopes from fans that the idol can spend more time for himself and those closest to him. Many understand how crowded South Korea's entertainment scene is and how mental and physical stress can affect artists' personal lives. Although the family event in question was not disclosed in detail by Dong-hwa, fans still respect their family's privacy. The focus is now on how this simple moment meant so much to Eun Woo and his family, who had been waiting for his for so long. The closeness of Eun Woo and Dong-hwa is back in the spotlight, considering that the two rarely appear together in public. However, through Dong-hwa's sincere words, many could feel the strong bond between these two brothers. "I hope you can come home more often. The house is always open for him," Dong-hwa closed. With this short break, the fans hope Cha Eun Woo can return with renewed vigor and better health. They also sent prayers and support through social media, proving that behind the glitter of the entertainment world, love and support from family and fans remain the greatest source of strength. Cha Eun Woo is known as a hard worker who almost never stops working. However, moments like these serve as a reminder that breaks in time with family are priceless. In the midst of a busy schedule, his return home was not only about physical rest, but also the emotional recovery that was so needed. Many fans hope that this moment of togetherness can be the beginning of more personal time for Eun Woo in the future. An artist who continues to shine also needs space to return to being a child and an older brother, away from the spotlight, just with a family that always waits in silence. Meanwhile, fans welcomed this small step and showed their full support. They flooded social media with hashtags such as #WelcomeHomeEunwoo and #TakeYourTimeEunwoo as a form of appreciation and unconditional love. Cha Eun Woo may be returning to the stage and screen soon, but for now, the world gives him room to breathe at home, among the people he loves most. In a fast-paced entertainment world where time never seems to stop, Cha Eun Woo's decision to return home becomes a simple but meaningful narrative that returning to where we came from is the most essential form of self-care. Even if it's just for a moment, the time he spends with his family will be emotional fuel to step up again. And for his younger brother, Dong-hwa, his brother's presence is a gift that cannot be measured by anything. This story reminds us all that behind achievement and popularity, there are irreplaceable little things. Mom's smile in the morning, the sound of sisters' laughter at dinner, and the cozy silence that can only be found at home. For now, Eun Woo is not a star. He was just a son and an older brother who finally came home. Not a few fans were moved when they heard the story from Dong-hwa. Many of them admitted that they could feel how precious the moment together was, especially in the midst of Cha Eun Woo's stressful life and almost uninterrupted schedule. Hot comments flood social media. He finally has time for himself. Family is the safest place to go home. Hopefully Eun Woo can recharge and come back with his best smile. Meanwhile, the agency has yet to provide any additional statements regarding the artist's activities in the near future, making room for Eun Woo enjoy his personal time undisturbed. Even if it's only for a short time. This moment will be stored as a meaningful memory, both for Eun Woo, his family, and the fans who always support from afar. A return that may be silent from publication, but full of love and silence. And when it comes time for her to return to the entertainment world, the public knows. Eun Woo has come home with a whole heart. It's not every day that a star of Cha Eun Woo's class can take time to get back to being his simplest self. Along for firstborn, an older sister to look forward to, a human being who also needs a warm hug from home. For Dong-wai, the presence of his brother not only brings joy but also brings back the integrity of the family that had felt empty because of distance and time. Tonight we ate together, stories of many things that could not be discussed through messages. It feels like old times, he said briefly. Little moments like these often go unnoticed by the public, but they are precisely the most human part of an artist's journey. Despite popularity, home and family remain a place where Cha Eun Woo can truly be himself without the spotlight, without the script. Now, fans can only hope that this time gives Eun Woo peace of mind and reminds everyone that behind the glamorous life of a celebrity, there is a very simple need to go home. And in the silence of the night, maybe Cha Eun Woo fell asleep better than usual, not in a luxury hotel, not in an airport lounge, but in his old room with his family's faint voice heard from the living room. At home. In the middle of the silence of the night, the lights of the Lee family's house burned warm. No cameras, no heavy makeup, no rehearsals. Only the sound of slow steps in the corridor that Cha Eun Woo hadn't walked in for a long time, or Lee Dong-min, his real name, who is now affectionately called back in the house. Dong-wai told me that the older brother sat for a long time in the family room, staring at old albums and joking lightly with his parents. Although he didn't talk much about his work, the tired aura that was usually seen on the screen seemed to disappear that night. His face is calmer. I know my brother needs this, Dong-wai said softly. That time together, though brief, became a kind of spiritual stop for Eun Woo, a moment to remember who he was before the world knew him as an idol. At home, there were no fans waiting for autographs. All he had to do was ask his mother, "What are you going to eat tomorrow morning, son?" And maybe that's enough. Even very pretty, when tomorrow comes and the unmentioned family event takes place, one thing is certain. Eun Woo is present as a whole part of the family, not just a celebrity. It is present, not out of obligation, but out of longing, simple but sincere. Because no matter how far a person steps, no matter how far he runs after a dream, home will always be the most honest place to go home. And for Cha Eun Woo, that night he really came home. Time at home is never slow, but every second counts. The next day, after a warm and private family event, Eun Woo spends time in the backyard again, where his childhood was filled with laughter and dreams. There he sat alone with Dong-wai, sharing light stories that could not be conveyed through the mobile phone screen. For Dong-wai, this moment became an invaluable little gift. He said he didn't know when he would be able to come home. But tonight he promises to try more often, he said with a smile. That simple promise may sound mundane, but for families it means the world.